make sure the shit is pressed and and be professional.
Yeah.
But so me and my sister were talking about, you know, mental illness in the Black community and how Black people like are just recently getting to the conversation and not really in full acceptance of mental illness in the Black community. And she was asking me like why and what my opinions are on it. And I was just on some shit like it's because Black people already have so much other shit to worry about.
We can't address that.
We can't address that right now.
We got to worry about having a roof over our heads.
Yeah.
We can't afford to dish out an extra, I don't know, when I was going to therapy, extra $35. Like a week or every 2 weeks because
to go talk about your problems when you can talk to Jesus.
And I had a homie, one of my homies from work was just like, that's what friends are for. I don't understand. It's just like when my friends has a problem, they can vent to me. Like that's what we're here for.
But at the same time,
sometimes you need professional help because sometimes you need medicine. Like sometimes it's literally a chemical imbalance in your brain that's making you act that way.
And then if you get that and you still act in if mental illness affects you and you act in the way your mental illness making you act, you just look quote unquote crazy. And you call it and in the Black community, the word crazy is very predominant
because they associate crazy with the homeless gentleman that's on the corner at 3 o'clock in the morning screaming and hollering and scratching.
Right. Who honestly just has a mental disorder. He's a schizophrenic probably.
He has a mental disorder and he needs help. I'm not saying he needs to be locked away, but he needs professional medical
And they blame
care.
it on other shit. Like, not to say that drugs don't have nothing to do with it, but sometimes like your brain just betrays you, unfortunately. So, but yeah, she was just asking me about that and we got on that topic and then we were just talking about how the Black community within itself, like it's just African Americans are like we are the most fucked up. In my opinion, like not even self-destructive. I'll say
not self-destructive on our own accord, but self-destructive because we were taught how to be self-destructive.
We were taught that's all we know is how to be self. All we know is how to be broken. That's it. Society will break us down continuously because our backs are what society was built on, and it'll continue that way because now it's just our black dollar and just making us work for the lowest amount and working the hardest. Like it's fucked up out here. You don't see a lot of black leadership in these corporation jobs. It's unfortunate. Like in certain communities, in certain corporations, you see it. That's because they have policies and they believe in growth and expansion within minorities and stuff like that. For the most part, there's still white faces in leadership, and it's never going. It's this. When we were talking about that, it was disheartening because it really made me think like, damn, African Americans are fucked up,
right?
And we will always be fucked up until we know how to fend for ourselves, and even then, we're still going to be fucked up because they're going to come over here and they're going to fuck shit up,
right? And I mean, he has some key points like you can't trust everyone and this and the third, but I'm just like,
that's
in general, but when I was trying to explain to him that there's a level of elitism in the African American community that is running rampant. Mm-hmm. Like one person will get out and not teach the people their ways. I'm not saying you have to give people money. I'm just saying here's something. Here is a start. Even a gem or two. And I guess that's why, going back to the whole Jay-Z conversation, that's why I like 44 so much. Mm-hmm. Because it's a couple gems in there. It's just like, I'm not giving you money, but here's something. I've been through all this shit, but this is how I corrected the shit.
Right.
Are you going to correct the shit or no? He literally says, take your drug money and buy the neighborhood.
Right.
That's how you rinse it. Like, you're selling poison to the community. But if you're going to sell poison to this community, just don't go move away and live in some fucking white community. You know what I'm saying?
Put some
buy a business.
Counteract that with some good shit.
And then stop selling drugs.
Right.
I'd be like, all right, I established this store. Like I've never seen a black owned corner store in my entire life.
I have. My uncle used to own one. Well, I didn't see it for myself, but my uncle used to own one.
Right. Like I never seen one. They've always been Latinos or Asians.
That's because they put it back in their own fucking community.
Or, Indians, 7-Elevens and stuff like that. And I'm just like, this is why I'm saying, like one person, people of other races will work hard as fuck to send one person to college to become a doctor. Mm-hmm. And when that motherfucker get on, everybody on. Black people don't do that.
Yeah,
they don't. I guess because we have such a crabs in a barrel mentality, and like we're trying to pull everyone back in instead of congratulating someone. We're just like, you from the same place? You think you're better than someone, right? You think
that's because it goes back to our
condition.
Yeah, that's how we've been conditioned. Unfortunately, just like white people are white. Like they do, like what I can say, like white people, like black people don't be out here trying to discover wild animal shit. Like they be out here because white people know they can destroy everything. Like they really, like they do that with us. They know they can destroy everything. I'm not talking about my white comrades. I'm not here hating on white people because I do have some white homies. But like y'all ancestry is fucked up just like ours. Like it's not y'all fault, but at the same time, like. Not saying that we need white people's help because we definitely need to do it ourselves, but like white people out here wilding too. Like,
but they just know how to do it because they've been given the tools.
They've been given the tools.
They've been given the tools.
Their life just turned out a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting conversation, but I'm like, don't come at with that hotep shit because I'm like first, and that's why I kind of slid that into. I'm like, first, as an African American community as well, we have to start listening to our women and our LGBTQ community. So, and that's a problem we have because it's totally centered around black men, which is terrible. And I keep telling y'all that we can't just worry about y'all.
Right.
We have to worry about all of us.
Right.
Like, all of us are here, but y'all not acknowledging that.
Right.
Because always the black man and this and the black man and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't protect and cherish our black men because we should. But when it comes down to protecting and cherishing everyone, black women, black children, black LGBTQ, black insert anything else black here. Yes, we have to do that because white people hold their LGBTQ community down. Actually, they might not like it, but they hold them down.
Yeah,
like
that's because like you said, like granted, you know, it's not as accepted and all of that in most communities, in all communities for the most part. Like it's just becoming something that's not as trying to think about, but you know, it's more accepting amongst their own because it's like it's our own. Right. Whereas black people, we just. The history of our people is just very, very sad.
It's scattered and just like, I don't know. We have no sense of. Sometimes we feel like we don't have that sense of self, and that's the problem.
No sense of identity.
Yeah,
except for African American. Like being African American, what does that mean? That's the question that I have.
Hip hop. That's all we got.
Right, and that's being shit.
And culture, like any type of American culture, like. It's been infiltrated easily. It's done, and y'all just letting it happen. But that's a conversation for another day.
I mean, you know, we need to just. I'm gonna watch more BET.
Shout out to BET. But we totally got off track. What were we talking about? We ended at 21 Savage. You have another topic for me?
Oh, so Queen Latifah's birthday. Well, it's going to pass.
A holiday? No, please.
It's not a holiday.
Do that for me.
She's your lesbian goddess. You know how like Oprah is like quintessential for black women, like Queen Latifah is quintessential for black lesbians.
Yeah,
like and Ellen and for white lesbians
or just lesbians,
just lesbians in general.
She's just a decent human being.
Yeah, Ellen's just a decent person. No, so the only reason I bring up Queen Latifah's birthday, aside of shout out to that and the fact that she's 48 and still looking good out here, I saw Queen Latifah's titties. And Bessie. Yeah, it made me uncomfortable.
Shout out to Bessie, yo.
Yeah.
Shout out to titties.
But do you know that Set It Off is a play?
Oh yeah, isn't it gonna have? Who is it gonna have?
The brat is Cleo.
No,
yes.
I knew it. I was like, what? Yep. I'm like, get this Photoshop bullshit. And I was like, oh, it's a play.
It's a play and it's real, and I want to go see it.
Yeah,
let's do it for Broke Culture,
please.
I really need to go see Set It Off in theater.
The brat.
First of all, I want to see the brat get shot up, but like I want to see how she reacts. How dramatized the shooting is.
Because it was dramatized and Set It Off.
Yeah, so.
They killed her.
They super,
especially when they came through with that bazooka or whatever the fuck they had, and this was like boom. I'm like, that's one soul chick away with one machine gun.
Right, they wasn't having it.
They blew her away. They knocked them cornrows off.
They blew
her away, B. That was sad. I was scared.
But go ahead. Nah.
That's dope. I thought they were going to make her birthday a national holiday.
I mean, that sounds better than Set It Off being a play, but
Set It Off, light it up.
Light Up is a movie with Usher, right?
Yeah,
yeah, I saw that.
I don't remember that movie.
I've seen every Usher
movie. One of the kids like freeze to death or something. Weren't they like walking to school?
Yeah,
he got shot or something. I don't know. I'm totally botching that for you. If you've never seen Light It Up, go watch it.
The one Usher movie that I like that he's not really in, but kind of in the side of She's All That is The Faculty. I've seen that 1,000 times. I like.
He was one of the alien things.
Yeah. Poor Usher. He was an alien at one point.
Usher. Him and his wife are getting a divorce.
I mean, who's surprised?
Usher. Shout out to Usher. What else is happening? So, speaking of the Brat, have you ever watched Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta? So
not all the time, but I've seen episodes.
The Brat's in it and she's usually in it because of Bow Wow, because Bow Wow's in it. And I love the fact that she's always like yelling at Bow Wow for something.
Hey.
And it's really funny. Not yelling at him, but like putting him in his place.
Yeah.
Like, stop being corny, Bow Wow.
Right.
Come on. So, speaking of Bow Wow, he's dropping music. And everyone's like, why is Bow Wow dropping music? So, he dropped a song. I don't remember what it's called. It's either called Emotional or Drunk Off Ciroc.
Oh, this is amazing. His ballad to Chris Brown.
His ballad to Chris Brown. And he was just like, it hurts me that me and Chris don't speak to each other in public. And I cancel one of my shows just to be with Chris. This is Kelly's dramatic interpretation of Bow Wow's lyrics. So it hurts my feelings, Breezy. I'm sorry, Briss, because you're a blood. I'm assuming. So we should link up. We need to put all this shit aside. Also, Ciroc, Blue Dot is the only way. That's what Bow Wow said in the song. So Chris Brown commented under the Shade Room's comment, you all right, bruh? So apparently Bow Wow's in a beef with Chris Brown that Chris Brown knows nothing about. And I find it hilarious.
Yo, Bow Wow does anything. Go ahead.
He's great. Shout out to Bow Wow for dropping that. Also, shout out to Chris Brown for being in a beef with Vanessa Carlton. We haven't talked to y'all since National Women's Day. So on National Women's Day, Chris Brown put up a video clip of 1,000 Miles on his Instagram. He was like, yo, I love this song. It's a very good song all these years later. She did her thing on this, blah, blah, blah. So Vanessa Carlton's fans were commenting on the picture like, oh, look, Vanessa, Chris Brown sharing your music. And Vanessa Carlton was basically like another dramatic Kelly interpretation of what actually happened. Man, fuck that nigga. I'm not supporting no motherfucker that puts their hands on women on National Women's Day. I have more tact than that. And she went on about her business playing a piano in a field.
Vanessa Carlton didn't say nigga, by the way.
She didn't. She did. But that's why I said my dramatic interpretation. So Chris Brown.
I just wanted to clarify because niggas would take that
as. Take it and run with it.
Yeah.
So in turn, Chris Brown was like, nah, nigga. Fuck you. I still love this song though, but how come people? It is a good song. And then he posted the clip from White Chicks. He was like, it's still a good song, but you didn't have to do all that. You didn't have to talk about people's like past and like throw things up in people's faces. And I thought that too. I mean, I feel like honestly, it's just a lot. And Jordan Lucas said that too. And I believe Jordan Lucas and Chris Brown they do. It's called Angels and Demons. It's a collaborative album they're coming out. If you haven't heard Stranger Things,
my sister really loves that song.
That's a great fucking song. That song is hard, and Chris Brown can rap. Chris Brown is so talented. So everyone has released videos talking about how Chris Brown.
Say Chris Brown's so talented, your eyes light up.
He's so talented. Just hilarious. Posted a video of her crying.
Oh yeah,
he was like, "You ever just wake up and be like, yo, Chris Brown is so talented."
He was like, you just be seeing this nigga do shit. And it's just like, yo, what the fuck am I doing? Like,
what the fuck am I doing?
This nigga's amazing. Yo, Chris Brown is amazing. Y'all, he that's a shame. Y'all will never let that go.
And I forgot the comedian.
Not to say that domestic violence should be,
glorified or like we're undermining domestic violence at all. But like Rihanna forgave him, and she like is doing much better than him. At least let that man just love a song, right?
Like he got his he got his pain. He got his he fucked up, and he's still paying for it. Let that man put up a fucking song.
Let that man cook. Another comedian dude, I forgot the name was, posted another video, and he was like, Chris Brown can do everything.
He can.
He was like, he's a mechanic. You see all them cars he got out there?
He's a mechanic?
No, he's a mechanic. Did you see all those cars?
No, he can.
He's the only nigga that'll text your bitch, and you just be like, "Really, Chris Brown text you? That's crazy." What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
What's up with it? You gonna be a bitch or no?
And then Jordan Lucas said the same thing. He was like, every time Chris Brown does something, someone always comes to like, "Oh, he beats women," and they do. And I agree with Jordan Lucas. I was like, "Yo." Him and Rihanna got into that altercation when he was 18 years old. That was a long time ago. Rihanna was 19 years old. Kids make mistakes. I feel like I said that on a previous podcast. I'm like, Chris Brown has done nothing that I haven't done.
But he be stuck
except for hard drugs. That's it.
What's her face? What's that girl name?
Karuchi? I mean, like,
sometimes
y'all bitches ain't never Facebook stalk nobody. But it's just not on a grand scale because we're not famous. Like, if we were famous, people be looking at us like, oh, you crazy. Like, why are you texting them at like 3 o'clock in the morning? Why are you all on a Facebook all the time looking at every single, falling in a wiki hole of bitches that they're dating? Like, what are you doing? Things that regular people do, it's just on a grand scale. Carisha did get a restraining order on that man.
Yeah.
But, I mean,